Americans are now starting to regret some of the decisions that they have made over the past several years. They've purchased things and absolutely regret it. Whether it's a home, it could be a car, maybe it's clothing, maybe it's a vacation. Americans are now coming out of the woodwork and telling people, I regret that decision. Now let me ask you this. If you have made any financial decision that you regret, go ahead, hit that like button, and also feel free to share that decision down in the comment section below. But listen to some of these stories, because again, when you learn from other people's mistakes, it's going to save you some money. Listen to this.
What's a bad financial decision that you guys regret making in life?
The above ground hot tub.
What does that mean?
It means I bought an above ground hot tub and I regret it every day of my life.
Like, can you unpack that real quick? Like, you bought an above ground hot tub?
I did.
Like an apartment in a house? How does that work?
Nah, so I bought a house and there's an above ground hot tub in the back and I regret it personally.
So he regrets an above ground hot tub. Now, I just want to come out and say one thing. When you have either a pool or a hot tub, there is costs associated with that. It's not just you purchase it and you're good to go. You have to do the maintenance on it. I personally have a pool. I do not have a hot tub. When I talk to people about potentially getting a hot tub to go with the pool, I hardly use the pool. It's mainly for my kids. So, for me personally, an above ground hot tub, as far as the value of it, the value add to a home, it's just not there. Even a pool, it's just not there. The only reason why I have a pool came with the house. But if it was an above ground pool, I would have taken it out, threw it away, and I'd be good. But being it's an in-ground pool and a very large pool, well, it's still here. But again, that's just me personally. Let me know. Do any of you have an above ground hot tub? And if you do you use it or does it just sit there?
In 2022, we purchased our first townhome, and it's 2025 and our home has not gained any equity. Nothing at all.
This is something that I've been talking to many people about. That they are waiting for their home to appreciate. If you bought a house in 2022 or 2023, depending on where it was located, you might have overpaid for that home. And right now, the market's just been flat. But good news, the Federal Reserve could potentially lower interest rates by between 25 and 50 basis points in just a matter of days. However, that might not move the needle enough to make your interest rate that much lower, meaning the home values right now are probably going to stay the same. This is what prices are going to be. So, just keep in mind that if you bought a condo, you bought a house, you bought a trailer, whatever it may be, if you bought that in 2022, 2023, 2024, or 2025, I wouldn't expect to have a lot of equity in whatever it is. Because again, it's only been a handful of years. This is where people were they were misled during the pandemic when everybody was saying, well, great news, you buy a home today, chances are you're going to have a 20% equity in it in the matter of months. That was during the pandemic. It's a different time today. But it is what it is. Listen to this one, because this is probably what many people are doing. Listen to this.
What's one bad financial decision that you regret making in life?
Oh, this guy's going really weird. Okay, I ain't gonna lie, bro. The worst decision I ever make was get a credit card and going to a club and swiping that.
How much did you swipe it for?
2 racks
For a table?
for a table, bottles, everything.
To impress the ladies?
Yeah, I was 21, I was 23, but
You had like a group with you that you entered
yeah,
with?
I was like, yeah,
And
let's
you're
do
like,
it.
I got it.
And
Don't trip.
the homies were like, let me spot it. None of this spot, nothing, bro.
You're like, nah, I got it. It's cool.
Wake up, I'm like, damn, 2,000? That's crazy. Yup. That's the worst decision ever, bro. Don't.
$2,000 on a table and bottle service. Probably some of the worst decisions I've seen people make is when they go and pay for bottle service. Okay, I don't drink. But I have a lot of friends that do. And every single one of them, okay, when they go to a club, whatever it may be, and this was years ago. I don't have a lot of friends that are going clubbing right now. Just give you, again, if you are, you're mid-30s, again, that's on you. But here's the thing I want you to take away from this. You go and impress somebody for one night. They'll probably never, see you again. They may not even know your name. You never get their phone number. Pointless. Absolutely pointless. Here's another one though. Again, what is one of the things that people buy all the time to try to impress somebody? You're trying to impress your friends. Whether it's a nice watch, new shoes, new clothes, or a car. Cars are the worst. This is where most people regret their financial decisions, because they are spending money on something that is depreciating. Just look at this.
This is why I'm not buying American modded cars right now. This Ford Mustang GT500, bought it modified about, I think it's like 5 months old right now. Ever since I had it, guys, it's been nothing but a pain in the butt for me. It's actually getting picked up today for some final touches. It's such a pain in the guys. I wish I never bought it. Are you taking it? What are you doing? You're picking up? You're taking it to get fixed? Yeah. All right, that's what I thought. This thing was probably just over the top. Should have never bought it.
Yeah. Here's the thing. The auto industry right now is shifting. We are seeing dealerships go out of business. I am hearing about people that have been in the car business for decades, and they're being let go. They're being fired because people are not going into the dealerships to spend $50,000, $60,000 on an average car. They're just not. What they're doing is they're trying to save money. They're trying to just live. They're getting by with their 95 Honda Accord. They're okay with that. The 2006, Nissan, they're just okay with that. It's okay. I'm okay with a 20-year-old car. I'm okay for today because I got to pay my utility payment. I got to put food on the table. I got to ensure that I still have a house that I can go home to. So they're not paying the $800 a month on cars. The people that are paying the $800 a month, guess what? They're struggling. They are really struggling. But again, that's just one group of people. Here's the next group of people. Paying money and paying too much money for clothing. Look at this.
There are 5 expensive purchases that I have made that I regret. I love watching these, so I figured I would do one too. Number 1, these YSL heels. And it's not because they're uncomfortable. As you can see, they've barely been worn. It's purely because I bought them trying to attain a lifestyle that I just don't live. I don't go to a lot of fancy events. I just don't go to places where I wear heels. These have just been sitting in my closet collecting dust for like 2 years now. I love the color. I think they're really pretty, but it's not practical for my lifestyle. Number 2 are Nuna Raba car seats. I did do my research for buying a car seat, but I think more than anything, I was just really influenced having seen all of my favorite creators and just how much I saw online surrounding the Nuna car seat. It's really great for when Autumn was a newborn or really young, but now that she's a toddler, I find that it is so small, the cup holders suck, it's tough to clean, it's really bulky and heavy, so it's not at all travel friendly. It says from newborn to age 4 or whatever, but personally, I just think it was really good for like the baby years. Number 3 is the Cezanne sweater. Really any Cezanne, so I would say like 80% of their sweaters on their website. And just to be clear, I love Cezanne's brand. Actually, in fact, I'm wearing their shirt right now. So it's not the brand as a whole. I really like Cezanne. I actually base most of my pieces on a Parisian aesthetic or Parisian inspired, but their sweaters, y'all need to work on your sweaters if you're watching this. I love you guys, but your sweaters, they are so insanely itchy. And I love this. So I actually still wear this sweater because I love the print. I love the colors. I'm obsessed. This is probably my favorite sweater in my closet, unfortunately, but it is so itchy and scratchy. So I wear a long sleeve shirt underneath it. Number 4, which I don't have anymore, and it will ruffle some feathers because people are diehard fans, but my Chanel classic bag, I sold it within 2 months of getting it because I felt like such a poser. I'm not the luxury brand girly. Like, I don't like the logos. I feel like imposter syndrome, and I would wear it out and I just felt weird. I can't explain it, but it just felt too posy for me.
Just want to jump in here really quick. When she talked about that Chanel bag, now I have a bunch of friends that live in Seattle, that live in Portland, Chicago, New York, L.A. A lot of them like that stuff. They really like that stuff. I have friends that's what they get their significant others for a birthday, for Mother's Day, for whatever. You are a magnet to thieves. Okay? You are a burglar magnet. Okay? You're gonna get just mugged. Don't go and wear that stuff in major cities. Okay, just a warning. If that's what you're doing, don't do it. If you're gonna wear it, nice night out, just you get in the car, you go out to dinner or something, and you put on you put your stuff in your purse. Okay, it's just one time. But don't go walking down the street. Okay, again, you're just it's a magnet for thieves. Don't do it. All right, just don't do it.
This one is gold vermeil jewelry. I have hardly worn these, maybe a handful of times, and you can already see that they're tarnishing, they're wearing. The difference between gold plated and gold vermeil is that gold vermeil is just like thicker plating. A lot of the time, brands will market gold vermeil as heirloom jewelry, which is basically jewelry that's meant to last you a lifetime. And that is just simply not the case. Even with really good treatment, gold vermeil will last you maybe 6 months before it needs replating, and most of the time it is marked up like crazy.
Yeah. So you're gonna overspend for jewelry. The one thing that I absolutely love, okay? I'm married. I don't even wear my wedding ring because number one, I don't want to go out and it's people look at whatever, right? The other thing I don't wear are watches. I absolutely love watches. I love watches. I have so many. Okay. Not even wearing a watch right now. Okay, not even wearing one right now. But again, these are expensive items that you don't need to waste your money on. Okay? So here's my advice to you. Last little piece of advice. If you don't need something, especially in today's economy where things are so expensive, if you don't absolutely need something, I'd highly recommend you just don't buy it. Simple enough. But I'll leave you with that. But let me know down in the comment section below. What are some of the most expensive things you have purchased that you regret? What is it? I'm just curious. For me personally, okay, the one thing that I've purchased in the past that I regret, okay, and I'll explain why. I regret buying a car years ago, and it was a specific car because I needed to make monthly payments. The only reason why I regret that is because at that same time that I purchased that car, okay, and I think it was like $350 a month or something like that. My wife and I had a car that worked. It was just fine, and it would have been sufficient for the next several years. We paid like $160, $170 a month for that. So I paid almost $200 extra every single month for a different vehicle. The only reason why I regret it is because that $200 per month, plus the insurance as well. So let's say probably about $250 extra per month that I had to pay. If I would take that $250 and I would put it towards the other investments that I was making at the time, okay? Costco, these are stocks. Costco, that was one. Tesla was another one. Okay, I really regret that. Really kicking myself because I wasn't investing more into Tesla. The other one, Boeing was a big one. What was the other? I can't remember the other one. Bank of America was another one. Okay? So again, a lot of these stocks, I regret that I didn't buy more of them because I purchased a car. For me personally, that was the biggest financial mistake I ever made. So, I'll leave you with that. But again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.